Good evening and welcome to the University of Pittsburgh School of Education Spring 2023 Commencement Ceremony. My name is Bob Shear, and I'm the President of the School of Education Alumni Society and the Executive Director of the Allegheny Intermediate Unit. I am honored to greet you as we begin tonight's celebration of our graduates. It is my privilege to officially open the University of Pittsburgh School of Education Spring 2023 Commencement Ceremony. On behalf of all of the alumni who came before you, I invite the 2023 graduation candidates and our graduates from 2022 to come forward to be recognized. I now call forth the commencement processional.
Good evening, everyone. It is so great to see you all here. And let me just start by saying thank you to all of our graduates, particularly the ones who entertained me with selfies. I really do appreciate the energy tonight. So I am Dr. Valerie Kenlock. I am Dean of our School of Education. And let me just be sure to actually name the deanship. I am the Renee and Richard Goldman Endowed Dean of our School of Education here at the University of Pittsburgh. To our graduates and to your family and friends, to our faculty, to our staff, to our alumni supporters, I want to officially welcome you to our Spring 2023 commencement. Yeah. I am absolutely delighted to have you here with us tonight. And we are gathered together to recognize the outstanding achievements and contributions of our graduates who have worked so very hard to get to this point tonight. And I'm looking at your faces. I am just so happy and proud that we are here in person and we get to celebrate each and every one of you. So we're going to begin with our student speakers. And our first speaker, who will represent our undergraduate class, is Brianna Hennick. Brianna is graduating this semester with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science at the University of Pittsburgh. She was a highly engaged student who maintained high grades while growing professionally, both inside and outside of the classroom. She has many leadership experiences. Among them, she was president of our school's undergraduate student exercise science organization. She was also a student ambassador in the School of Education, where she supported our admissions, student services, and alumni offices in many different ways. Brianna completed a clinical internship with the UPMC Presbyterian Fall Pulmonary Rehab Unit, where she supported patients with advanced lung disease. She completed shadowing assignments with physicians and physician assistants at various medical facilities here. And last week, Brianna, I had the pleasure of awarding her the Dean's Distinguished Undergraduate Student Award for all of the wonderful work that she has done as a student at the University of Pittsburgh. Congratulations. And let me just say, before I turn it over to Brianna, she plans to continue her studies in our School of Education in our MS in Clinical Exercise Physiology program. She's already been accepted as a graduate student assistantship, which will support her further graduate studies. And so Brianna is standing next to me, and let me just ad-lib a little bit about Brianna. So I first met Brianna when I decided to make a random visit to Trees Hall. And because I wanted to just walk up on a few people because there were things happening that shouldn't have been happening. I'm not going to elaborate. And so they weren't expecting the dean to walk in. And so Brianna was sitting behind the desk. She looked at me. And I never realized that people know who I am because I never say so. So she looked up and she went. And I was like, hi, can you show me where Betsy Nagel's office is? And we walked, we talked, and she told me part of her history. It is a pleasure, Brianna, to have you as a student in the School of Education, and welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Kinlock, for the introduction and for the outstanding leadership that you provide to our school. And thank you, faculty, staff, families, friends, and fellow graduates for being here today. I am grateful and honored to be here celebrating this milestone with all of you. When I was around 8 years old, I visited the University of Pittsburgh's campus for the first time to attend a women's basketball game. I myself was a basketball player at the time, so you can imagine this was a pretty huge deal to me. I was so enamored by the environment that I forced my mom to buy me both a jersey and a foam finger before we left. From that day on, I told everyone that I encountered that I would one day go to Pitt. Standing here today, I am reminded of little me, and I think that she would be happy to know that her dream school exceeded all expectations. Throughout my experience in the exercise science major within the School of Education, I have felt an extremely strong sense of both community and acceptance. Upon entering the program, I was greeted by faculty with kindness and excitement that only continued to grow as time went on. My professors have demonstrated leadership that is committed to educational equity, and I have been able to watch my peers grow into professionals while remaining authentic to themselves. I have learned something from each and every single one of my peers, whether it be through their confidence, positivity, acceptance, resilience, or oftentimes even humor. My peers have qualities that allow for a learning environment full of collaboration. The relationships that I have formed with them are everlasting, and I will carry them with me into my future. I am so proud of each and every single one of the graduates who stands before me today. I am sure that most, if not all, of the graduates have faced a form of adversity in order to get here today. Though each of our experiences has been unique, we have not traversed the path alone. We have all made contributions to our school environment by motivating and encouraging each other, and overall prevailing in our pursuits. Fellow graduates, we have achieved one of our biggest dreams together. However, one day we will look back on this version of ourselves in the same way that I am looking back on little me today. Our dreams don't end here. Graduation is not about what we leave behind, but what we are taking forward with us. Remember the friendships that we made, the professors who inspired us, and the adversity that we overcame along the way. Let us continue cultivating new dreams and immerse ourselves into any and all opportunities that make us feel inspired. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2023.
Brianna, thank you for sharing those words of insights and your personal experiences with us. I especially like what you said in reference to graduation as a time to look forward, how it's about taking what you have learned and what you have gained and applying it into whatever you decide to do in the future. And I am just so excited that part of your future is going to be here as a graduate student in the School of Education in our Department of Health and Human Development. So let's give it up for Brianna one more time. So at this time, I have the pleasure of introducing our graduation speaker. And our graduation speaker is Maisha Reed. She graduated this past August from our Doctor of Philosophy in Special Education program. She is a 3-time graduate of our School of Education, having earlier earned her bachelor degree in Applied Developmental Psychology and her master's degree through our CASE program for special education students. She is now Assistant Professor of Special Education at Carlo. Because you all better not cut my mic off. I got things to say tonight. Her dissertation was titled, Forming Positive Classroom Environments Through the Use of Culturally Responsive Sustaining Mixed Reality Intervention Package. And she explored the critical need for more teachers to create classroom environments that make their students feel safe and welcomed and have a strong sense of belonging. Her dissertation, and if you can stand up, under the advisement of faculty member Doug Kostowitz. Let's give it up for Doug. Her dissertation received the 2023 Dissertation Award from the Council for Exceptional Children. This is a terrific accomplishment, for the Council of Exceptional Children is the world's largest organization for professionals who support young people with disabilities and or special gifts. We are so proud of you, Dr. Reed. Thank you for sharing your gifts with us, and I am excited to see where you go in your career. Let's welcome Dr. Reed.
Good evening, everyone, and a big congratulations to all of the graduates. It was about 8 years ago that I sat in this same room where many of you are sitting, eager to walk across this stage, but at that time, in 2015, a CASE graduate. Standing here at this podium in this moment, now as a graduating student of the Special Education PhD program, I must say it feels like a full circle moment. And because I don't feel alone in this, as we gather here today to celebrate our graduation, I've decided to take my allotted 3 to 5 minutes to have a conversation with you and reflect on the idea of full circle moments. A full circle moment can have many definitions. I like to define it as a series of developments throughout life that returns us back to where we started. For example, I can recall the beginning of my first year as a classroom teacher in 2015 being filled with so much enthusiasm and high energy. The days went by so fast. I was that eager teacher in PDs with a notebook trying to scribble everything down because everything that the speaker was saying was important. If someone said, "Miss Reed, can you?" I jumped to saying yes before they could finish. I was innovative and creative in my approach. I spent the weekends and nights planning with excitement because I could not wait to see how my students would respond. Then it all changed. The days went by slower. I was being pulled like a tug-of-war rope this way and that way. The enthusiasm turned into frustration and sometimes tears. I used to sit at my desk, head down, door shut, sometimes wondering, how much more of this can I take before I begin to unravel or even break? How did I even get here? Now, I know you're probably wondering, okay, Maisha, so what did you do? Well, I continued to show up. Every day that year, I showed up. And I learned to cultivate a positive classroom space built on trust and belongingness. You see, the beauty of those rough, early stages of my journey, and maybe even some of yours, is that as you continue to show up, you find your way back to that initial joy and love again. What I also found was that although you find your way back to where you started, you really aren't the same anymore. Your heart is now yearning for something else, something more. You see, I believe those series of developments that lead to full circle moments provide us the opportunity to grow and transform as educational leaders in ways that were perhaps perceived unimaginable to us early on. I've seen myself and many of my class peers start to become truly visionary, as Bell Hooks described, where we can take our concrete reality and imagine possibilities beyond that reality, something more. So I now have a new perspective and appreciation for the ups and the downs of the journey that has led us to this moment today. Throughout our journey as graduate students, we have faced many challenges. Some of us have made the difficult decision to leave behind our previous careers. Many of us have balanced full or part-time work. And many of us have dealt with the impact of COVID restrictions, all in the pursuit of something else, something more. However, we have overcome those challenges, and our yearning for something more was achieved with engagement in rigorous coursework, research, and teaching, along with some unlearning and relearning of what it means to center equity and be visionary. As we prepare to embark on the next phase of our lives, this journey becomes full circle. We have invested our time and efforts to obtain this goal of an opportunity to impact others across educational spaces. Now, coming full circle today does not mean that our journey ends here. We have a responsibility as a new generation of educational leaders, a responsibility to be agents of change, a responsibility to create more inclusive, equitable systems, a responsibility to continue to learn, to continue to develop, to continue to show up in a way that exudes love and passion. Congratulations once again to my fellow graduates. We have come full circle, and I hope the world is ready for us to show up and show out.
Hey, Dr. Reed. Dr. Reed, can you come back up here? Were you trying to get away? You mind? Thank you so much. So thank you, Dr. Reed, for those very inspiring words. Thank you for sharing your journey. I'm standing here and I'm reflecting on the love that you have and the care that you just exhibited in terms of looking forward, moving forward, even when there is hardship, and recognizing the power that we all have to work with each other, to think about the work that we need to do and want to do in the world. I really appreciate your phrase of showing up. And when we show up in the good times and in the bad times, like this happens. This happens. And this is a celebration of all of our graduates. So Dr. Reed, from me to you, thank you for all that you are doing in the world. So in just a few moments, I will share my address and some words with the graduating class. But before I do, we have a special message from Chancellor Patrick Gallagher. Since he is not able to be with us tonight because there are many ceremonies going on this week, he wanted to wish you well through a video. So if we can start the video, that would be great.
Hello, everybody. As Chancellor of the University of Pittsburgh, it is my honor and privilege to welcome all of you, starting with our distinguished guests, families, and friends, to this commencement ceremony. I'm so glad you're all here for this momentous occasion. Most of all, I'm incredibly proud to welcome the graduates of 2023. You have passed every test. You have fulfilled every requirement. Nothing can stop this from happening now. All you need to do is make it through this ceremony. So hold on. Hang in there a little while longer while we celebrate your accomplishments. Then we will finally make your graduation from the University of Pittsburgh official. I want to stress that today's ceremony is a big deal, even for those of you who are trying to play it cool. Commencement can create a powerful mix of emotions: profound relief that you have reached an important milestone in your life, an achievement for which you have sacrificed and worked extremely hard, pride in what you have accomplished, and excitement for what lies ahead in your bright future. Whatever you feel today, I hope that you take a moment to reflect on the people and places that have played important roles in the past few years of your lives. Today is the perfect time to think of and to thank all of those who have supported your success. Many of them are here today: mentors and colleagues, partners, friends and family members, faculty and staff. They have supported you through challenging times, and today they celebrate with you all of your achievements. As you become Pitt alumni, remember that the university also takes special pride in you, our graduates. We know that there is no better measure of who we are as an institution than you. So please remember that we will continue to be here for you. I am a living example of how Pitt can remain a part of your life long after you earn your advanced degree. I look forward to hearing all about the accomplishments of this special group, the graduates of 2023, and I sincerely hope that Pitt continues to be a part of your lives and it shares in that success. Best wishes, hail to Pitt, and now, on with the ceremony.
So I want to make sure to thank Chancellor Pat Gallagher for taking time to deliver that message. I saw a few of you giving me the look just a second ago because I gave someone the look about my microphone. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. I caught like 3 eyes, so thank you. So now, let me just say this. In the School of Education, we have to laugh at each other and with each other, and we have to enjoy the ride because it's a ride. And we're asking our graduates to engage in some critical thinking from teaching, learning, and engagement. And at the same time, we just have to be able to laugh at ourselves and with ourselves. And so I'm going to be laughing at myself and with myself throughout the rest of the ceremony. I invite you to laugh at me and with me too, at any time you want to. So if you know me, you know that I begin every school meeting by reading the mission vision of our School of Education. And there is no event bigger than graduation for us to actually have those words in the air, in the universe, and to reflect on our mission vision of the School of Education. Those words are actually printed in your program, and so if you want to refer to those words as I read them, please do so. If you are so inclined, faculty, staff, students, and friends, to read them with me, you can also do so, all right? All right. Our mission vision reads as follows. We ignite learning. We strive for well-being for all. We teach. We commit to students, family, and community success. We commit to educational equity. We cultivate relationships. We forge engaged partnerships. We collaborate. We learn with and from communities. We innovate and agitate. We produce knowledge. We research. We disrupt and transform in equitable educational structures. We approach learning as intertwined with health, wellness, and human development. We address how national, global, social, and technological change Thank you all for joining in, and I took a moment just to pause and listen to the voices in the room reading that mission vision. And as Dean of your School of Education here at the University of Pittsburgh, I thoroughly enjoy the opportunity to read the mission vision, to hear it being read, but also in this moment to celebrate the impressive accomplishments of our graduates. And that's what I want to do for a few minutes. Graduation is a time when it truly feels as if the promises and potential of our mission vision actually get realized, implemented, taken up. They are actually visible, and that's part of graduation that I like. So today, we are gathered here for our graduates, and we are celebrating our graduates who are receiving their certificates, their bachelor's degrees, their master's degrees, and their doctorate degrees. So, if you are a graduate, would you please stand? So before you sit, let me just say this to you directly. This moment is the culmination of your hard work, your resilience, and your perseverance. You have already begun changing the world through your work as educators, practitioners, researchers, policymakers, clinicians, as administrators. You have proven that you are already critical thinkers, change agents, community champions, and I am confident that each and every one of you graduating here today will continue to make your mark on the world. You will continue to do humanizing work with and for other people. I cannot be more proud. And so I want to thank you for trusting us as a School of Education to contribute to your educational pursuits. So let's give it up for our graduates. And you may be seated. So I do believe that in order for us to accomplish our dreams, there's always someone, whether it's an entire village of people, whether it's a community of people, whether it's just one person. I do believe that it takes a village, a person, an idea to push us forward and to give us the encouragement that we need. And so at this time, if able, would families and friends, if able, would you please stand? And so I want to say this to you as you're standing, if you're able to. So as human beings, we all stand or sit or rest in the strength, power, love, and sacrifice of our families and friends, of our larger communities. I offer my sincere thanks to each and every one of you present today, and I offer gratitude for you because you have been a positive force in the lives of the people who are here graduating, the people who you love. And it's a pleasure to see you standing, Sheila Conway, because you have a student, you have a kid graduating. Yes. I offer my sincere thanks to each and every one of you. You believed in our graduates, you encouraged them, you loved them, you pushed them to succeed, and for that, I am always going to be grateful for you. So thank you so much. At this time, I want to recognize a few students who represent some of the highest levels of scholarship in our School of Education. And I want to start with some of our doctoral students in our PhD and/or EDD program. So you help our school to fulfill an important component of our mission vision, actually various components. You help us to understand what it means to ignite learning and to strive for well-being for all. But as you are engaging in this work, you are actually producing and pursuing knowledge. You are doing it by becoming the next generation of educational scholars, practitioners, and leaders. And so this is a tradition I started when I first came here in 2017, and I try to do this at all graduation ceremonies. I want to begin by individually, or actually acknowledging some individual people who are here. And I want to start with Dr. Jose Carlos Mendeley. You are a 1975 graduate. He is a 1975 graduate of our School of Education. He received his PhD in International Development Program, and then years ago, almost 50 years ago, he was unable to attend his commencement program because he was already placed on special assignment in Brazil for a U.S. agency representing international development. But I am delighted that he is here tonight, and he will officially walk the stage some almost 50 years later, and he will be hooded by me. Yes. He is retired from the Federal Aviation Administration, where he formerly administered the agency's Hispanic Employment Program. And that program expanded opportunities through enhanced recruitment and retention. But before then, he worked at the United Nations Children's Defense Fund, where he supported Latin America, the Caribbean, and other parts of the world. And all throughout his distinguished career, he has been a positive educational influence for so many people. I know that he considers his graduation from Pitt to be one of the highlights of his life, and I am hoping tonight that you understand how much you are valued and how much our School of Education honors you and recognizes you. So thank you and your family for being here. Let's give it up for him again. So next, I want to also recognize a few of our current students. So first, I'm asking that Dr. Ashley Schaefer will stand, please, and be recognized. She is graduating this month with a PhD in Applied Developmental Psychology. Ashley, I met you shortly after I arrived here. I think you eventually became president of our Council of Graduate Students in Education. Ashley is an amazing human being, and Ashley, I am just so honored that I finally get to preside over graduation, and you are graduating. Congratulations. Ashley's dissertation is titled Understanding and Enhancing Early Childhood Educators' Well-Being and Readiness to Implement in Professional Learning Communities. Her advisor is sitting right next to her, Dr. Shannon Wanless, Director of the Office of Child Development. Ashley, I've already said this many times, but I remain impressed by all of the work you do. And you have to love what you do, and you have to love people. And truly, I love you, Ashley. Like, really, you are an amazing person. You've always been there, and I just thank you for everything that you will always go and do in the world. So, again, congratulations, Dr. Schaefer. Next, I would like to recognize, and if you are here, please stand, Dr. Carla Escribano. Where are you, Carla? Oh, you say what? She is on track to graduate this summer with her EDD in Health and Physical Activity. Her dissertation in practice is titled Nourishing the Future, Integrating Scratch Cooking and Staff Development in School Cafeterias to Combat Students' Ultra-Processed Food Consumption. And her advisor, I think, is on the stage, Dr. Sharon Ross. Yes, where are you? Raise your hand. Yes, there we are. And so I wonder, do you all remember some of the terribly awful and unhealthy foods that we were served when we were in school? Yeah. So Carla's working to change all of that for our kids. She is Director of Food and Nutrition Services for Quaker Valley School District. She has worked hard to improve food quality and sustainability in her district, and she recently received a major award for her work. The School Nutrition Association of Pennsylvania named Carla its Director of the Year. Congratulations. I also want to recognize soon-to-be Dr. Darren Ellerby. Where are you? So Darren's dissertation is titled Seeking Self-Determination, Revolutionary Place-Based Community Engagement in Black Communities. Her advisor is sitting on the stage, Dr. T. Elon Dancy. Darren is a champion of community building partnerships. She has worked tirelessly to ensure that Pitt fulfills its commitments to uplifting and elevating local communities, particularly those communities in predominantly Black neighborhoods. Darren last year was appointed as the inaugural director of the university's new University Educational Outreach Center. She champions efforts to create equitable pathways for young people to enroll right here at Pitt or at other institutions. And let me also say that Darren was the first director of the Community Engagement Center in Homewood, and our paths crossed many times. So I text Darren this morning because I said, if she's not at this graduation, and I'm talking about her. And so thank you for responding without knowing why I asked if you're going to be here. You are also an amazing human being, Darren, so congratulations. I'm almost there, y'all, because I know you're like, okay, how many more? I'm almost there. I want to recognize Dr. Aaron Katz. Where are you, Aaron? Would you please stand up and be recognized? Aaron is graduating this month with a PhD in Learning Sciences and Policy. Aaron's dissertation is titled Beyond Inclusion, Interrogating the Transformational Potential of Informal STEM Learning. And I believe her advisor is on the stage, sitting next, Dr. Tom Akiva. So Erin is working to build gender and racial equity in the STEM fields through her research. At Pitt, she's a graduate student researcher in LRDC, the Learning Research and Development Center. She is also head of partnerships for PLUS, Personalized Learning Squared, at Carnegie Mellon University. And it's a tutoring program that blends tutoring and technology. It's inspiring to see the many ways that you are impacting education and research, not just at the university, but across the region, the state, and eventually the world. So congratulations, Erin. All of these are so special to me, and this one is just equally special. I'd like to recognize William Shoy. Where is William? William? So, William is graduating this semester with a Master of Education in Social and Comparative Analysis of Education. He also earned a graduate certificate in African Studies. William's capstone honored the cultural wealth and assets that immigrants, particularly from Africa, bring to our schools. I am pleased to also share that he will be participating in the Fulbright Hayes Group Project abroad this summer, led by Dr. Maureen Porter, and they will be traveling to Kenya. Let me just say, William and I met just a few months ago, and that was for you. Because that is how powerful it was when we met. Like a bam, boom. And I have something for you afterwards. You are doing really impactful work. I am so proud of you. I know some of your journey, and I am just so excited that you are here and you are at this place. I'm going to stop there, but William, do know that I will always be rooting for you, and I am so proud of you. So thank you so much. Finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't take a moment to recognize a few of our employees of the School of Education. Some might be former employees, some are current employees. So I'm just going to do this really quickly. Dr. Stan. Jill is director of our Falk K-8 Laboratory School. She is, and I know she doesn't like me to say it, but she is the first woman to be director of Falk Lab School. Thank you, Jill. Where is Denise Espasto? Denise is a developmental healthcare consultant in our Office of Child Development. Congratulations, Denise. And where is Danae Williams? And I'm also going to give you some love, Danae, because you are a former employee of the School of Education, but you are currently working as admissions director in the University of Pittsburgh's Graduate School for Public and International Affairs, but your degree is from the School of Education. Congratulations. All right, so to all of our graduates, I briefly say this. Tonight, you are beginning a new phase or continuing a phase that you have been involved in for a number of years, but you are officially graduating from our School of Education. I truly believe that you are each poised to continue to do great work. You know, it's Alice Walker who tells us that we do the work that our souls are meant to do, and I do believe that, and I hope that is true for each and every one of you. You have already been igniting learning. You've already been inspiring change. And let me be honest, it's inevitable that we all will face challenges. That is not even a question. We all will face challenges and hardships. But take heart in this truth. The work that you are doing is important, it is necessary, it is urgent, it is valuable, it is meaningful. You are essential to this work and to this world and to leaving a positive mark wherever you are, wherever you might go, wherever you are in this entire world. More than ever, we need bold and courageous educators and researchers, leaders and administrators, clinicians. We need bold and humanizing people to lead us forward. And as graduates of our School of Education, you have already been leading the way. I look forward to hearing more about the accomplishments that you will continue to have in your future. And in the years ahead, you know, we have over 32,000 alumni across the world. There is a network for each and every one of us to tap into and to be a part of. And I do hope that you will take advantage of the resources that we have. And so my final words for the moment will be continue to ignite learning and strive for well-being for all. Understand that it is never too late to accomplish whatever goals that you have for yourself. And understand that we work in a world where we have to see ourselves in other people, and we have to understand the ways that we honor our humanity, because that is the work that we do here in the School of Education, and that is the work that you are being honored for tonight. So from your dean to all of you, congratulations, graduates. All right, I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to say I am going to introduce Dr. Wayne Walters. And Dr. Wayne Walters is our commencement speaker. He is also a friend. He is a leader. He is someone who I talk education with. He is superintendent of the Pittsburgh Public Schools District. And the Pittsburgh Public Schools District is the second largest public school district in the entire state of Pennsylvania. He became officially the permanent superintendent in August of 2022. He has more than 30 years of experience in this one district here. He spent his entire professional career in PPS. Before he became superintendent, Dr. Walters worked as a teacher, an administrator, as assistant principal, and as assistant superintendent, and then also as interim superintendent, and now he is our official superintendent. His defining trait is his passion for working for and with students. He is dedicated to creating spaces of learning for them. He has care and joy and passion for other people, and particularly for the youngest of us. I have known Wayne since I arrived here in 2017. And over this past year in particular, whenever I have an idea about educational innovation, I can call or text or email or literally just open my door and pause bar, yell out the window to his office in Belfield, and he responds. And that is the work. That is the type of leadership we need, not just in the School of Education and not just in Pittsburgh Public, but across the world. And I call that transformation. Hugh, Wayne were instrumental in helping me to design, but also to implement the Genius, Joy, and Love program for educators at the museum. He was also instrumental in helping me to implement the Genius, Joy, and Love program for Black high school students that I designed last summer. And we had 14 students participating, and many of them now saying they too want to be teachers. He holds a BFA in music, and I'm hoping he's going to sing for us tonight. That's a no? Okay, okay. Well, we're not going to have a commencement speaker. Let's keep going. So he has a BFA in music from Carnegie Mellon. He has a master's in music education and technology from Duquesne. And, I mean, you know, he has a doctor of education from, what's that school name? University of Pennsylvania or something? That other school that's somewhere else? Really, please join me in welcoming Dr. Walters.
Thank you so much for that warm Dean Kinlock introduction. First, giving honor to the Creator for life, health, strength, and sound mind, to the ancestors whose shoulders I stand on daily and receive guidance, to my West Indian parents who instilled lessons of gratitude, humility, service, high expectations, tough love, and raw truth. And to the many educators and mentors who invested in and produced what you see standing before you today, I say thank you, as I am nothing without my faith, my foundation, my family, my support system, and my education. I am truly honored and grateful to be here with you this evening at the University of Pittsburgh, Hail to Pitt, to celebrate an ending and beginning of stories so worth reading. To Dean Kinlock, faculty, and staff of the University of Pittsburgh's Stellar School of Education, good evening. To the parents, spouses, families, friends, supporters, and well-wishers here to witness this auspicious occasion, good evening. To the most important people in the room, the graduates, I say good evening and congratulations. There are few moments in your life that will give you this surreal feeling of accomplishment, pride, and joy, coupled with mixed emotions and reflections of joy and the journey, than graduation. Whether you are graduating as cum laude, magna cum laude, summa cum laude, or just plain thank you laude, You are here because you have earned the right to this endorsement. Immerse yourself in this moment as it is yours to feel, to touch, to breathe, to believe, even if it is with a sigh of relief. It is yours, it is yours, it is yours. So do not rent this moment, rather own it. From the program introduction and from Dr. Kinlock, you know that I am the proud superintendent of the Pittsburgh Public Schools, leading an urban district which happens to be the second largest in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And I will add a shameless plug and say, we are hiring. Shameless plug once again, we are hiring. We need graduates like you to join us and transform outcomes and experiences for Pittsburgh's children. And with all that said, and my current excitement, I do have some bad news. As I did not arrive early and put envelopes under your chair with notes saying I will be paying off all of your student loans. No, wrong person. I'm not billionaire Robert Smith, and I'm definitely not Oprah. However, I am here to share a few nuggets of truth, advice, and hopes regarding the impact you must make as an educated human being on a mission with a vision in a profession of service, passion, and love. Notice I didn't say a profession where you will become independently wealthy, but you will be empowered to share priceless gems of knowledge and joy through service, passion, and love on the mission with a vision. And speaking of a mission with a vision, I realized that your experience at this university was driven by a well-defined and articulated mission and vision. And I heard it again today, and I'm compelled to share it again as a reminder of the core driver behind the education you received. To be honest, I first heard the mission and vision when I was invited to a faculty meeting. I felt a sense of pride in knowing that the leadership is not only transformational and timely, but courageous to speak truth to a harsh reality that requires a strategy for impact in educational spaces today via a mission and vision. And if I were to translate those feelings using the beauty of young urban vernacular shared by my students, they would say, Dean Kinlock, you did that, sis. Again, the mission and vision of the School of Education reads as follows. We ignite learning. We strive for well-being for all. We teach. We commit to student, family, and community success. We commit to educational equity. We advocate. We work for justice. We cultivate relationships. We forge engaged partnerships. We collaborate. We learn with and from communities. We innovate and agitate. We pursue and produce knowledge. We research. We disrupt and transform inequitable educational structures. We approach learning as intertwined with health, wellness, and human development. We address how national, global, social, and technological change impacts learning. We shape and practice policy. We teach with and for dignity. We think, we dream, we lead with integrity. We are the School of Education at the University of Pittsburgh. Again, I applaud Dean Kinlock and her team for the courage and resolve to put into words and formally communicate key ideas, objectives, and desires needed to drive the knowledge, skills, and the dispositions needed of today's educators. So graduates of the School of Education at the University of Pittsburgh, I have some questions. One, how will one know that your practice has evolved in a way that is representative of this mission and vision? 2, how will you represent the city of bridges by becoming a bridge builder between theory and practice? And 3, how will you commit to teaching and learning in a way that advances everything you just heard: equity, advocacy, justice, relationships, knowledge, well-being, research, technological change, policy, empowerment, dignity, integrity, agitation, innovation, transformation, collaboration, integration, and student success? How will you do that? I have a few suggestions rooted in on-the-ground experiences. But first, let me set the stage and start by acknowledging your value. I need you to understand your value. And here's the news flash. Although some members of our society may not always publicly acknowledge the value of educators, know that this profession creates all other professions and bears the core responsibility for creating the foundation of an educated citizenry. It is you, and that is your value, as you are essential to this country's future more than ever before. Anytime you think that you are not valued, think about when we were back in the heart of the pandemic and America cried woeful tears and prayed daily for children to return back to school because they could not figure out how educators do it with 20 to 35 children in a classroom. Think about when parents or guardians were literally losing their minds, navigating short attention spans, constant questions, planned lessons and activities, engagement and management of just 1 or 2 or 3 of their own children. Know your value, because everyone cannot do what you are about to do or continuing to do. You are superheroes and are valued. Know that. Know that. Know that. We are coming out of the pandemic where the value of a minute is the value of a lifetime. We can no longer afford to waste minutes, as they can never be recovered. And we are in times where academic recovery is needed. We are still struggling to find the minutes in a day to make it happen. And when I was a teacher and principal, I required my students to memorize a poem by Dr. Benjamin Mays about the value of a minute. And I share this poem as I believe in accountability for using minutes wisely, as lives depend on it. The poem reads, "I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it." Do not become an investor in time suckage, as there is no return on investment. We need you to be invested in ways that position our young people and those you serve for success in a timely manner. But remember, you are valued. Now, the advice that I may be giving to you may seem a bit direct, but I'll be doing a disservice if I do not keep it real with you regarding the reality and expectations of serving others and being an educator today. I can hear the words of my tough love West Indian mother saying to me, "Ah, who can't hear us feel?" Translation, those who cannot hear will feel. No truer words have ever been spoken. If you are to learn with and from communities, as stated in your mission vision, listening to learn and asking questions will be critical for your success before it leads to hurt feelings. In other words, I hope you take heed and govern yourselves accordingly, because I value you enough to speak truth in hopes of inspiring you to become your best self as an educator. Regarding one of my initial questions, how will you become a bridge builder between theory and practice? I narrow my answer to this quote from Teddy Roosevelt. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. I'll say it again. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. It's about relationships. Relationships give you access to the hearts and minds of those you serve. Relationships make you accessible to students in ways that create motivation and accountability. Relationships allow you to be vulnerable and comfortable with asking questions to build your cultural competence. Relationships build mutual levels of respect that create safe spaces for learning and growth. Relationships allow you to become a warm demander. You may wonder, what is a warm demander? Warm demanders are educators who communicate personal warmth toward students while simultaneously demanding they work toward high standards. It allows you to be cool, but at the same time, unapologetic. Demand the highest quality of student thinking and understanding always. This is the type of educator you want to be. One who allows care through authentic relationships that makes you competent and confident. One who is a game changer. One who is a bridge builder that understands the theory, can bring it to life with evidence-based practice. Or in the words of my students, you want to be that teacher that is known like, yo, that teacher is the GOAT. No cap. Again, educators, you are so valued. Back to my initial questions again. How will you commit to teaching and learning in a way that advances equity, advocacy, justice, etc.? I say, you cannot teach those who you do not love. It's that simple. And when I say love, I mean an unconditional commitment, as if every student you encounter were your own, where you provide opportunities and experiences to ensure they become their best selves. Love them in ways where you see their unique identities and highlight them, where you care deeply, where you consistently advocate, where you intellectually challenge, where you create spaces of empowerment, where you grow them, where you bring innovative ways to reach them, where you empathize with them, where you never pity them as you understand how society impacts them, where you visualize their realities for them, where you invest in them, where you ensure justice for them, where you create safe environments for them, where you disrupt equitable spaces for them, where you bring dignity to them, where you mentor and guide them, where you instruct and provide discipline for them, where you plan for and reflect on your teaching for them, and where you honor, value, and respect in the same ways you expect them to honor, value, and respect you. Your commitment to teaching and learning through loving those you serve. Yes, it is quite a laundry list, but know that love is not one-dimensional, and it makes you do things you never thought you would do. Educators, you are valued. My final ideas center around the initial posed questions. How will one know that your practice has evolved in a way representative of the University of Pittsburgh's School of Education mission and vision? Well, there is a tribe in Africa called the Maasai, whose traditional greeting is Kaserian Ingera. It means, and how are the children? They do not ask each other, what's up, home skillet? They don't ask them, how are you feeling today? But rather, they ask about the children, the future, the next generation. The Maasai believe the health, strength, and well-being of children is the best way to determine future health and prosperity of their society. What a novel idea, to focus on children to determine what the future holds. And the response to the question, and how are the children, is all the children are well. And so I'm going to test you right now. And how are the children? That's right. And what that means is that peace and safety prevail, that the priorities of our young are well situated. It means that life is pleasant for all. It also means that the daily struggles of life never come in conflict with the care of young people. I translate this into our system of education to mean that we must always be unapologetically student first. Graduates, in your corner of influence, courage, tenacity, and genius, I will know that your practice has evolved in ways that are representative of the School of Education's mission and vision when I ask you, and how are the children? And you can definitively say to me, all the children are well. We are hopefully at the end of this pandemic. But being an educator today is passion work. It's equity work, it's commitment work, it's disruptive work, and it's rewarding work. Take it from me, an educator who happens to be a proud superintendent in this city, trying to ensure that all the children under my care are well. It has been a lifelong journey for over 30 years, moving through the ranks and trying to do this work at scale. So don't beat yourself up at the beginning of the journey, but remain disciplined, work hard, and know it takes a special person to be an educator today. And so to close, I leave you with a few words from my girl Lizzo, as she says, in case nobody told you today, you're special. In case nobody made you believe, you're special. Well, I will always love you the same. You're special. And I'm so glad that you're still with us. A proud educator and graduate. You are valued and so special. We desperately need you. Congratulations.
All right, thank you so very much, Dr. Walters. And did you all hear him talk about Lizzo? Okay. I heard something in reference to Lizzo. I think I heard home skillet. Do y'all know what that means? Home skillet? Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Thank you so much for your inspiring message. I am grateful for the time that you spend here in our School of Education, but also with the words that you have shared with our graduates. I thank you for your continued support of our school. Looking forward to continuing to build partnerships that are sustainable with you and the district. And I'm just honored, so thank you so much. It's almost that time. And before we actually present our candidates for graduation, we have just one more video. So if we can cue the video up. It is a video from Provost Ann Cudd.
Hello, everyone. I am Provost Ann Cudd, and as the University of Pittsburgh's Chief Academic Officer, I am delighted to be able to share a few thoughts on this wonderful and celebratory occasion. Today marks a significant and joyous milestone in the lives of every graduating student present. To our graduates, this is really the day that you, your family members, and your friends have made a reality. To our faculty members, this is the day that reflects your exceptional work in inspiring, promoting, and supporting the diligence and fine achievements of your students in the class of 2023. Truly, what we celebrate today is the essence of that educational synergy, one that, as a Pitt alum myself, I experienced firsthand as a graduate student. From individual accomplishments and accolades to deep commitment and leadership to better the Pitt community and the world, each member of the class of 2023 has excelled in exceptional and resilient ways. It has been my sincere pleasure to be able to witness the outstanding things you have accomplished in your fields of study, and I am convinced of the very positive impact you will continue to make in your own lives and in the lives of others long after graduation. This day honors you all. Congratulations, and hail to Pitt.
So I thank Provost Cudd for those words. And now, the moment that we actually are here for, and it's to celebrate and present our graduates. So at this time, I ask all of our faculty marshals and staff members to please come forward to assemble our candidates for graduation. We are preparing to recognize our graduates from August 2022 and December 2022, as well as our candidates for degrees and certificates from April 2023 and June 2023. We would like to honor each graduate individually, and today we will offer you a diploma holder as our gift to you for your achievements. And I just want to make sure that you all know that your actual diplomas will be mailed to all graduates once final grades are in. I didn't make that decision, y'all. Don't be mad at me. Let me just tell you, as we're assembling graduates, so last year, someone who graduated and just was so excited, and after graduation came up to me and was like, "Where's my degree?" And I was like, "It's coming, it's coming." He was like, "Well, it's not in the holder. I just want you to know it's coming," okay? So just when you come up to me after graduation, you know, you get the point. As we call your name, please accept our congratulations. Also, please enjoy the well-deserved applause of family, of friends, of our faculty, of our staff, and of me. And then after you exit the stage, please stop for a moment to have your picture taken by our professional photographer, and we have this backdrop for you. So, Dr. Bob Schaefer is over here. Bob Scheer is over here from our School of Education Alumni Society, and Dr. Andrea Zito, our Assistant Dean of Student Engagement, will greet our candidates as they come to the stage. And I'm going to get started. So let's do this.
The candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Developmental Psychology, Exercise Science, led by Faculty Marshal Dr. Karma Sproles-Repchek. Brianna Hennick. Morgan Aker. Alona Asacha. Kayla Hicks. Caitlin Jaquez. Brianna Prederi. Gabriella Tirano. Jade Marie Minifield. Akira Pierce. Tobena Obi. Aaron Martinez. Akimanzi Sibo. Michael Dowling. Corey Koval. Everett Elsrud. Daniel Mathvin. Arzea Marcellus. Nicholas Zampalione. Tristan Yarder. Joseph Spadafora. Tristan Cruz Holmesy. Matthew McEwen. Samuel Joseph Schrader. Reed Seabolt. Jack DeGurian. Adriana Sherwood. Madison Trainer. Zoe Miller. Julia Mallow. Kira Goldstein. Grace Dickinson. Olivia Pincus. Caitlin Sherman. Emily Besselman. Rayal Pung. Sydney Lois Ellis. Emily Nematuda. Catherine Sullivan. Molly Ayub. Riley Sano. Caitlin Osman. Mara Miranda. Mary Borkowski. Grace Harrigan. Emily Morgenstein. Alethea Carroll. Zora Grace Mosley. Sarelm Douglas Brooks. Megan Collins. Olivia Vioral. Brooke Dant. Jennifer Espinoza Ramos.
Susie Clementine Servan Dervy. Samantha Alexis Solanday. Lindsay Jordan Spritzler. Brianna Marie Checo. Emily Macbeth. Lola Darzinski. Delphine Bax. Hannah Sikelski. Hannah Persing. Samantha Wittenberg. Ashley Sunjay Lee. Leah Frank. Joanna Linares. Allison Nicole Mitchell.
The candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching degree with a specialization in English, mathematics, science, social studies, world and heritage language, and the candidates for certification in applied behavior analysis, Critical Technology and Digital Media for Learning, English, K-12 Principal, Mathematics, Orientation and Mobility, Pre-K-4 Education, Reading, Science, Social Studies, STEAM, Supervisor of Special Education, Teacher of the Visually Impaired, and World Heritage Language Education, led by Marshal Dr. Michelle Sobolak. Claire Kennedy. Emily Duque. Jennifer Nguyen. Marissa John Batanti. Jessica Hope Taylor. Grace Anine Leonard. Rosemary Andrews. Conan Rooney. Spencer Homitz. Jeffrey Kim. Celia Raddock. Anda Jacob. Gregory Collins. Hugo Perez. Aiden Marcellus. Dylan Cosson. Samantha Hong. Andrew Yankis. Haley Brown. Lauren Clark. Brooke Ross. Cameron Cesari. Lindsay Bryant. Melina Bushman. Antoinette Sparty. The candidates for the Master of Arts degree in Education Policy, Research Methodology, and the Master of Science degree in Applied Developmental Psychology, Clinical Exercise Physiology, led by Faculty Marshal Dr. Colleen Eddy.
Victoria Pfister Brown. Serena Gray. Julia Pleiss. Cameron McIntosh. Lindsay Kiefer. Logan Furkalo. Tara Fulmer. Prachi Patel. Olivia Matera. Natalie Van Lanningham. Kira Rose Loftus. Rory Elizabeth Donahue. Anna Avery Stover. We're pausing for pictures just in case anyone's wondering. Sophia DeBacco. Avery Hoover. Kristen Hinshaw. Christina Soto. Betsy Young. Bing Xu. Zaruker Jemima. Jung Young Choi. Zhao Yang Chen. Ziyue Huang.
The candidates for the Master of Education degree in Applied Behavior Analysis, Combined Studies in Early Childhood and Special Education, Curriculum and Instruction, Early Childhood, Education Leadership, Education Policy, Higher Education Management, Reading Education, Social and Comparative Analysis in Education, Special Education Pre-K-12, Special Education and Instructional Teaching Certificate, Vision Studies, World and Heritage Language, led by Faculty Marshal Dr. Patricia Crawford. William James Shoy IV. Shin Lin. Janet Asbury. Brianna McBride. Jacqueline Spezia. Yui Gong. Carolina Garcia Dominguez. Evelyn C. Schultz. Alexia Madero. Elena Liberto. Ashley McGill. Alyssa Welshons. Amina Wahid. Kira Ritu. Jacqueline Freeman. Allison Davis. Isabel Tashima. Genevieve Brent. Sophia Colarusso. Claire Leventis. Tara Morrison. Sia Lee. Xuan Xian. Yang Ding. John Generosky. Haley Keys. Finley Conway. Kelsey Thompson. Riley Debsky. Alexandra Downer. Helena Kaschalk. Connor Perry. Hannah Ushak. Eli Gubernick. Ariel Johnson Hammond. Manisha Yogeswaran. Valerie Doughty. Nisreen Hajash. Madalena Salidas. Carolyn Nicole Whitney. Kristen O'Block. Travis Shaw. Jonathan Anguiano. Crystal Couch. Sarah Malone. Monica McNeil. Jocelyn Bankson. Cole Dialacandro. Cade Rinde. Lauren Greenwald. Mallory Milberger. Hey! Abigail Frank. Isaac Anaya. Candace Bolger. Rebecca Blumenfeld McMillan. Adam Kaufman. Selena Walsh. Leviticus Smith. Anika Jones. Anastasia White. Priscilla Fanstill Robinson. Amani Griffin.
And the candidates for the Doctorate of Education degree in Education Leadership, Health and Physical Activity, Higher Education Management, Out-of-School Learning, School Leadership, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Education, Social and Comparative Analysis in Education, Special Education, and Urban Education. Led by Faculty Marshal, Dr. Tom Akiva. I get to introduce you with your title, right? Dr. Denise Esposito. Congratulations, Dr. Esposito. Krista Suzanne Togans. Congratulations, Dr. Togans. Sarah Slagle. Congratulations, Dr. Slagle. Michelle Fulham. Congratulations, Dr. Fulham. Joanna Mitterator. And by the way, the color of the stole does indicate what department they're in, and this light blue is an education doctorate. Congratulations, Dr. Mitterator. Tasha Floyd Peacock. Congratulations, Dr. Peacock.
Dr. Darren Anderson Ellerby. Congratulations, Dr. Ellerby. Dr. Shanae Deanne Jeffrey. Congratulations, Dr. Jeffrey. Dr. Rachel Gray. Congratulations, Dr. Gray.
Jacob Minsinger. Congratulations, Dr. Minsinger. Amy Wanchisen. Congratulations, Dr. Wanchisen. Carissa Rychek. Congratulations, Dr. Rychek. Jennifer M. Pallone. Congratulations, Dr. Pallone. Angela O'Brien. Congratulations, Dr. O'Brien. Haley Hayden. Congratulations, Dr. Hayden. Kyung Ali. Congratulations, Dr. Ali. Lee Hoffman. Congratulations, Dr. Hoffman. Rita Mukherjee Hofstadt. Congratulations, Dr. Hofstadt. Audrey Michelle Sykes. Congratulations, Dr. Sykes.
Dr. Danae Williams. Congratulations, Dr. Williams. Dr. Anthony Hall. Congratulations, Dr. Hall. Dr. Ebony Nicole Lamb. Congratulations, Dr. Lamb. Dr. Jill Sereda. Congratulations, Dr. Sereda.
Kamya Vijayakrishnan. Congratulations, Dr. Vijayakrishnan. Carla Escribano. Congratulations, Dr. Escribano. Caroline West Passarello. Congratulations, Dr. Passarello. Brian Stakely.
Hello, Brian.
Congratulations to the very tall Dr. Stakely. Tiffany Smitana Lysell. Congratulations, Dr. Smitana Lysell. Madeline Neely. Congratulations, Dr. Neely.
The candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Applied Developmental Psychology, Education Leadership, Education Policy, Exercise Physiology, Higher Education, Language Literacy and Culture, Learning Sciences and Policy, Social and Comparative Analysis in Education, Special Education and Urban Education, led by Faculty Marshal Dr. Shannon Wanless. Dr. Ashley Schaefer. Congratulations, Dr. Schaefer. Dr. Maisha Reed. Congratulations, Dr. Reed. Dr. Olivia Enders. Congratulations, Dr. Enders. Dr. Kristen Bonomo. Congratulations, Dr. Bonomo. Dr. Haya Abdel-Latif. Congratulations, Dr. Abdel-Latif. Dr. Aaron Gatz. Congratulations, Dr. Gatz. And this gentleman has waited a long time for this moment. Yes. "48 years. Dr. Jose Carlos Mandule. Congratulations, Dr. Mandalay. Dr. Sarah Kafwi Amanfu. Congratulations, Dr. Amanfu. Shinjing Yoon. Congratulations, Dr. Ng. Dr. Sha Li Lu. Congratulations, Dr. Loom.
David Elika Kanswick Smith. Congratulations, Dr. Smith. Zachary Wilson. Congratulations, Dr. Wilson.
Let's actually give a round of applause to all of our graduates again. And if you are able to join me just one more time in standing to honor Jose Carlos. Yes. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all of you. You did it. You made it to this point. I just want to thank you for persevering and accomplishing the goals that you set for yourself. I want to also just one more time recognize all the family and friends who are here today, those who are present, those who are tuning in via live stream, and those who might not be able to join us either way today. Thank you all again. I also want to thank our alumni and all the supporters to our School of Education. Whether you give your time, your talents, or your treasures, you make it more affordable and possible for our students to complete their education. And what I did not do earlier, but I want to do now, is to ask all faculty and staff in the School of Education to please stand, whether you're in the audience or on stage. And let's give them a round of applause. I also want to thank our signer. So let's thank our signer. We are almost at the end, so at this time, I am just going to ask Bob, who I introduced, who was here earlier and who was handing out diploma holders, to come forward again. So Bob.
So congratulations. I am pleased to welcome all of our new graduates into the School of Education's Alumni Society. You are now part of a powerful group of more than 32,000 education alumni across the globe. Being alumni of our School of Education means that you are forever connected to a strong and highly engaged community that is changing the field of education each and every day. I encourage you to take advantage of the many different special events, alumni publications, and other alumni services offered by our school. I also encourage you to stay connected to the university and each other by participating in events and activities through the Pitt Alumni Association. The Pitt Alumni Association provides alumni with various sponsored events and volunteer opportunities. Pitt is also well represented by the many clubs and councils located in the United States and abroad who promote pride in the university and want to ensure that its legacy continues to grow stronger and stronger each and every year. Congratulations again, and I hope to see you soon. Hail to Pitt.
So on behalf of all of our faculty and staff in the School of Education, congratulations all graduates again. So after tonight's ceremony, I invite you to stay afterward for a reception, behind the main stage, we have cake and refreshments for all of you to enjoy. But before we close, there's just one more thing to do. And I'm going to ask everyone here, particularly our graduates, I'm going to count on 3. And don't do it yet, okay? But when I say 1, 2, 3, I invite all of us to give the loudest hail to Pitt. Can we do that? All right. So, 1.